Hi guys! Hello, greetings from Teal Tribe Gathering in Czech Republic. I'm here with Emmanuel and Esther. And this morning, we had incredible, almost divine experience. I just wanted to introduce breathing that I learned in Tantric Festival Art of Being, and it turned into amazing experience, amazing freedom experience.
Yeah.
It's basically like when you breathe in, you breathe life to everything that you feel, and when you breathe out, you befriend everything that you feel. And during this exercise you realize how you can basically befriend every emotion, and feeling every emotion is okay. And we did this basically in the group. I was trying to reproduce the experience I had on a tantric festival here with Teal Tribe, and we was in a group of 40 people, breathing and feeling. And basically there's a huge process started. People are crying and shouting, and maybe 1 year ago I would freak out. What's going on? This shouldn't be happening. This is so wrong. What's happening? Shouldn't we call a doctor or psychiatric? And right now I was like, no, it's emotions. Every emotion is okay. And I was so sure this is okay, that this is happening, and I felt like this strong divine, being present. Yeah. Would you like to share something?
Yeah, maybe you can start, Esther.
Yeah, I can start. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous right now, but I know it's okay to feel the feelings. So when we had this exercise, and it was really good that you said that Tomáš said before that it's important to really be present with each other's emotion, and see if we have an intention to go to somebody and help them when somebody is going through a difficult emotion, to help them by putting the hands on or comforting them. That what you just described in the Tantra festival, that it was really important for you, would have been important for you, that you're not comforted, that you can be in the emotion as long as it needs to be. Because we are often afraid, sometimes we want to comfort other people because we are afraid of that emotion as well. And so there was a good start that you said this, and I felt like with this group here, and most of the people I already know from other gatherings, and I have built this trust, and I felt that I have space, and I just came into, when I went into the breathing, that things came up. It was not planned or anything, but emotions came up. I think it started with crying. I think it was really the pain from my heart. Things that come up in your life again and again, and you don't know how to overcome them, because it's such a pain, and you get triggered, and you work with your triggers, and we all know now the work to do, how to be present with your feelings. But in this moment it was really like a big release happening for me. And after the crying, I started shouting. I was screaming. It was just coming from the inside. I was not thinking. I was just being. I was screaming. I was crying, and all the other ones were also in their process and starting to cry or scream. And we kind of, I felt, helped each other when somebody was screaming. Someone else screamed also, or crying, and it was really a group thing. It was really amazing, especially when yeah, I felt a big release in my heart that was really nice, because I could feel the energy was all over, and then I really felt, oh my god, my body, it was like so huge, this energy release, and it was like going here and really here, and it was doing something there. It was it just felt so freeing, and wow, I feel really, I'm so grateful that this happened, and that I had this space. This couldn't have happened if I was on my own in my room. This could only happen because I had the space, I had the people that connected with me, even if they didn't come to me and comfort me. That was not what I would have needed, but the presence, the unconditional presence with each other we had as a group towards each other. Yeah, and yeah, after that I went into shame a bit, because I felt maybe I was too wild and crazy, and I scared people because there were really wild emotions, and I know that if I probably triggered people also into their own traumas, and I think that's still good, but I was triggered into shame a bit afterwards, and but it's also good to process the shame. It's just another emotion. So I think that's now from me for now.
I think we could finish the video. It's like we should continue with the program, but we can.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, we just like finish. So me right now, I'm just gonna give my quick interpretation, because we are being called to join the next part of the program. So basically, me when I was in the
don't rush it. You have time.
Okay, perfect. So like I was actually close to Esther. So and I heard her like starting to cry and to scream, and me also like I kind of like also felt something which was coming up to me. And what was interesting is what Thomas said at the beginning, that like sometimes it's good to allow the people to actually stay with their own feeling instead of coming directly and comforting them, because sometimes when you see somebody who is crying or who is in pain, we tend to go towards those people, because in a way it triggered us, and because we have been taught that whenever we are in presence with those kind of sadness feeling, anger, or any type of feeling that we have been pushing back, it's not good. But actually that's not the truth. And what Thomas said, set up, by saying, okay, let people express the emotion and be okay with that. By doing so, I listened to Esther, and no matter the desire I had to come and help her, with what she was going through, I was just present and unconditionally present with her.
Yeah.
So the magic that happened is that I actually experienced unconditional love for her, without judging whatever she was going through, but just be present and loving whatever she was going through. And what happened is that by being unconditionally present and unconditionally loving for her, I actually allow myself to also be unconditionally present and unconditionally loving for myself and my own emotions.
Yeah.
By her having the courage to allow her feelings to come out, she triggers each one of us, but she also allows us to have the courage also to express our own emotion too. And that's the magic that happened there. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing that if you feel whatever emotion you feel, you can contribute to the other people by being free to express this. Even if you are sad or you are really crazy you can allow other people to feel their own emotions. And what I thanks to you, I experienced amazing feelings. Like I was like, because I was like responsible for the whole process, I approached you and stand in front of you, and like I will hold the space for you. And what I felt, as you described the energy, I could feel the energy flowing to me, like I'm standing in front of like a huge fan, like energy, like,
Yeah.
and I was so alive as never before. So you contributed to me. The energy you released was like so amazing.
Yeah.
That room was alive because when we open our hearts to what we feel right now, then we can fully experience life in the fullest potential.
Exactly.
And so from this process of like really heavy emotions, like crying, shouting, and like really heavy emotions, we really released all of that, and then the group energy, like, I think you started laughing.
I started laughing. After that, I started laughing, and it shifted the total energy. So, because what I'm saying, because I said that that the fact that sometimes we're afraid to connect with those emotions, we have the feeling that they will not, it will overwhelm us and it will not end. But actually, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And what is amazing is that when I saw that light, I started to laugh. And when I started to laugh, somebody else laughed, and the energy totally shifted. It was just amazing, you know. So we moved from darkness to light in just a fraction of minutes. It was just amazing. We just experienced life in its all beautiful. Not only being only the light side, not staying diving too much into the dark. No, both of it. It was just amazing.
Like full rainbow feeling.
Exactly.
When you allow, feel, and you can experience full intensity of every color. You know, it's like just colors, all the feelings.
Yeah.
And we felt so free because we could really feel anything.
Yeah. That was powerful. This was freedom, guys. And this is the power of collectivity, and this is the power of this community, guys. So if you see that video wherever you are and you never experience a community, or you have the desire to come to a community, this is what you will experience, guys. And this is just only a glimpse of what we're experiencing here. So, and this is the power of collective emotional healing. Because most of our trauma has been done into the collectivity, and most of our trauma would be healed and released or accepted into the collectiveness. So you know what to do now.
Visit Teal Tribe Gathering.
Come and join us, guys. We're having some awesome moments.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you very much. And there's more to come, definitely.
See you in another video.
Cheers, guys.
You.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
This is amazing,
guys. Thank you. We're creating. We're going for our dreams, right? Yes.
You know what? You should keep that part also into the video.
We will keep that because it's part of our authentic.
This is the authenticity, man. This is pure authenticity, man.
This is the way I fulfill my dreams.
And this is how we're gonna do it. And this should have been part of the video, but it's part of it because this is authenticity, guys.
This is part of the video, definitely.
Of course it will.
So 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
Amazing. Wow.
Thanks a lot.
Oh man!